First off, I want to start by saying that this video will not be monetized, and if it somehow does end up getting monetized, that every single part of it will be going to Etika's donation page. Now, for those of you who don't know what has happened, essentially, Etika, a YouTuber, has recently passed away about 2 days ago, and it's really just been bothering me, and I feel like I needed to make a video. I feel like I have a message to say to everyone. And I don't want to make this like a stereotypical video, but I just want to talk about it. So the situation happened where I guess he was kind of going through a mental breakdown almost, and then essentially just jumped off a bridge and did it all. But that was essentially what had happened with Etika, and I love the outpour of emotion and communication on Twitter and social media. And as a YouTuber, Etika was something else. He had a personality that I absolutely loved. One of my first videos I ever watched of him was when he was playing Genji on Overwatch. And that shit is so funny when you look back at it. And there's so many great stream highlights and clips I've been seeing on Twitter all around. And it's been a lot, and I've actually even put clips of him inside all of my old Overwatch videos. And as a YouTuber, a personality like that is so unbelievably rare, and for that to be gone now is more than a tragedy. It's really just depressing almost, because you don't find people like that all the time. Etika was something that he was a great person. I saw all these Twitter posts about all of the friends that he made and all of the opportunities that he had, and that is so unbelievably damning when you realize that this is how he ended himself when he had so much. And I think something that he said in his final words were how life and social media, a lot of people think of as the same thing, whereas they can't differentiate it. And that is an actual message that I think that I had to go through as well. There would be years almost where I would spend 12 hours a day like editing videos, and it's to the point where you almost don't even have a life. You wake up, you go to the computer, you edit, and then you go to bed, and then that is it. So I think that his words were so important, especially for anybody that's in the business of YouTube or Twitch or whatever. It is so important to still establish a life, because the internet is not that place. The internet is not where you can be social forever. There's so much more to life than just sitting in front of a screen, please. And one of the reasons I wanted to make this video was because I feel like a lot of people need to hear this message. I don't want to be making this video for some stupid reason just to milk Etika's death or whatever. I'm just trying to explain how important it is for people to understand why suicide is just never an option. It should never be an option. There's something with this new generation especially, where this mentality of, oh my god, I gotta commit suicide, it's the only option, is fucking downright depressing. It's abysmal, and I fucking absolutely hate it. And I think it's especially with this new generation. Like, sure, it's fine if you want to joke about it. You can joke about anything. But it's just this fact where I see all these kids, and, you know, even at one point, I even myself tried to commit suicide. But there was a point with that I wanted to come back and go stronger. They say that every single person who has attempted to commit suicide at the point of their almost death, they begin to regret it. And the survivors say that they've completely changed. And it's so important to know that there's somebody out there for you. It can be me, it could be anybody on earth, but know that there's somebody out there that cares for you, that loves you, and that supports you. And I think that's a message that is really overplayed, but not really sunk enough into people's hearts to fully understand. And like I've done with all these suicide recently, like with friends and family, I always say, you know, I'm gonna open up my DMs, and I did, and I've had hundreds of people come and message me. It's just so important to be open, to be upfront, to be able to go out and grasp something, you know, because people nowadays with the internet, they're very closed, they're very shy, and they can never really get those establishing relationships that you absolutely fundamentally need for life, because without those, you can never become a full person. You don't have that idea of what this life is about. And even if something goes wrong or something happens to you, there's so much more than that. I know one of the past tragedies that happened was McCreamy, and apparently he killed himself on the freeway because apparently of his CSGO inventory and other issues as well. But it's just those type of things, that's not it. That's not what life is about. There's so much more. You have to realize that. And like, I've lost so many either friends or family to this absolutely stupid fucking, it's like a disease almost. It's like this mental disease, and I just hate it. I absolutely hate living in the society where this is the norm, and this is the norm where suicide has become normal, like a school shooting or something similar to that. It's fucking stupid, and I want people to realize no matter what the situation is, you have the capability, you yourself have the full capability to go outside and change that life of yours. It doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what you have the ability. You have to apply yourself and do your best. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, it's the resilience. You know, it's something, it's a message I feel like many people don't know. And for the younger viewers, resilience means when you fail, you come back up, and you come back up stronger. And that's such a strong message. Like, every time I think about that, I feel that in my heart, and it's such a powerful meaning that I want everybody to know about, because it's just so important. So make sure today that, you know, you do something that is different. Go outside, meet somebody new. Like, we only live once. I know YOLO's fucking stupid saying, but it's so important. The whole carpe diem thing, it's exactly what life is for. It's about living. It's not about sticking into a routine. You have to go out. And I don't even want to bring up things like JayStation and Keemstar, because that shit actually makes me really fucking angry. Like, it really pisses me off, like, just thinking about like how people could do that for a tragedy and basically monopolize on it. Like, holy fuck, dude. Like, that gets me a type of level angry that I don't even want to fucking talk about. So please just make sure that you're just not doing that, you know? And like, I know a lot of people are defending Keemstar, but like, again, it's just, there's so many baited podcasts that I've seen of him where he talks about how no matter what happens, if somebody dies, he will make a video about that. And I swear to fucking God, if I die, Keemstar, and you make a fucking video about me, I'm gonna punch your goddamn fucking face in, you absolute bastard. Please, for the love of God. Like, this shit just needs to stop, and it's fucking... Oh my God, it's just fucking brutal. But all I can say with you guys for this last message that I don't know, I feel like making is, do your best. You know, I know it can be hard. I know there's times where you can feel like there's nothing left, and I felt like that. And you know, there's been points in my life where I'm like, oh my God, there's just nothing I can do here. But there's always a way. It doesn't matter. It might take time. It might take somebody else. But you have to find that out. You know, there's so much more to life than just ending it all. Like, you have to think about all the experiences. Like, one of my favorite experiences was going to Thailand and seeing all these amazing experiences. Sure, there were some absolutely crazy things, but it's those experiences that define us. It's what puts you aside from everybody else, and that is what you need to try and strive for. I'm just making this video to tell people, you know, get up, don't just sit on games every day, don't just wait around. I've done that for years of my life, and I feel like a lot of that has been wasted. You need to go out, make a difference, and have fun. Do something that you love and just strive for it. And if things get rough, talk to somebody. Find somebody in school clubs you can mingle with. Find somebody that you can, even if it could be somebody at your fucking local McDonald's. I don't give a shit. As long as you can connect with them, you can relate to them, and you can establish them. And I'm tired of this fake fucking bullshit. I don't care if somebody's making a video monopolizing on death and just milking it for money. I don't care. You gotta be real. I'm sick and tired of this fake fucking society with all this bullshit, and I feel like it's just getting worse, especially because the new generation is staying on the internet for much longer periods of time than when I did. Because nowadays 12-year-olds are fucking still playing mobile games, and they're playing mobile Fortnite. What the fuck was I doing at 12? I was jumping on the monkey bars, whipping my ass. It was just tragic. But anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here, and just say that please go out, do something. If this video made any difference, that means so much to me, and I just wanted to emphasize that. And I'll be back to my regular schedule. I know Zombies is just releasing a new DLC called Alpha Omega, which sounds really cool. I might have a video about that up later today. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. This is just something I just felt like I needed to get off my chest, and yeah.